to Kitchen Ambush. I'm Mark Conway.
I'm Vanessa Lane.
And we are at NYC. No, not New York City. We're at Now You're Cooking Culinary Studios for our next ambush. This is a new one. This is going to be different because there's a whole lot more people here than we've ever had. Let's go ahead and introduce our guests for the episode, the ambush today. Go ahead and say hi.
Hi, I'm Chef Dedra Blount.
And I'm Debra Brabson.
Woohoo.
And this is their place. Now, tell me about what happens here.
Oh, what happens here?
Chaos.
Lots of fun, lots of chaos, lots of laughter, making some really good meals, having fun, teaching children and adults as well.
We started them as young as 3, introducing new foods and old foods. And
you're introducing skills, knife skills, and cooking, where you can actually get that training right from the beginning and really kind of get a leg up on a career.
Yeah, and the parents don't have to clean up behind them.
I like that already.
That's a class.
This is where I'm cooking. So, how long have you guys been open now?
We've been in our brick and mortar place for 5 years, but before that, for about 10 years or so, we would go to churches, daycare centers, anywhere that would have us.
About how many people average on a class?
We range anywhere between 5 students to about 15, but then we do have some students that come one-on-one.
And we work with all needs. So we have some one-on-one students that we call our superheroes who have their superpowers. And we work hard to make sure that their superpowers can shine.
Oh.
So,
I mean, that's a huge thing because that's so much motor development and just, and to your big thing, confidence.
And it's not just an experience, but it's a memory.
right,
Yeah.
It's a
absolutely.
memory.
Yep.
It's a memory.
Well, this is an ambush.
It is an ambush. It's that time.
It is that time. Now, the nice thing about this local ingredient, you're familiar with the person who made it if you watch the show. He is actually one of the competing chefs that will be part of the final table for the World Food Championships. He won the sandwich division. And you ready?
Drum roll.
Yeah?
Drum roll.
Drum roll. Ready? Drum rolls. Drum rolls.
All right. And this is from ACIE VINCENT.
Thank you, AC.
And he gave us some of his barbecue sauce, and that will be your ingredient tonight.
And that is my cue to go monitor Facebook. So everybody give out all the shout outs. I want to tell these lovely women all that you have to say.
All right, guys. So what do you think the first thing we need to do in order to figure out what we're going to make for a dish?
Look at the ingredients.
Okay, look at the ingredients that we're going to use. What else should we do? Taste it. Okay. You have to taste the product because if not, it's going to get too far and you're not going to know what the finished result is. All right, everybody have one?
Yeah.
All right, everybody give it a taste.
All right, ready?
Tastes like?
It tastes delicious.
Spicy, okay. Acidic. Vinegar, very acidic, yes. Thank you for a good one,
On
Nate.
the back end.
All right, so we got
Cook the leek.
acidic because of the vinegar, right? And the lemon juice. It's kind of spicy, pepper a little bit. So for the dish, we want to have 3 components: protein, starch, vegetable. Your options are: we've got street taco shells, we've got zucchini, yellow squash, we have peppers, we always have peppers, mushrooms and garlic, gotta have garlic. What do you think we can do with those ingredients? Taco, okay, we have chicken too, yes. Quesadilla, okay. So if we decide to go with the 2 taco sandwich quesadilla concept, what are we gonna do for starch and vegetable?
Coleslaw?
Coleslaw. Okay. All right.
That's a good one.
So what if we do chicken and vegetable quesadilla with the coleslaw on the side? So everybody go back to your stations and I'm going to give you guys some ingredients and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have my thought of what we should do with the barbecue sauce, but I'm going to let you guys decide. How are we going to incorporate the barbecue sauce?
Put it on the chicken.
Mix it. Okay, so we can either put it on the chicken, marinate chicken in it, okay? Put it on the what?
The sandwich.
Okay, put it on in the taco on top of it?
Yeah.
All right, so since we're using the street tacos and they're pretty small, Jasmine, give me one out of that pack, please. We're going to cut everything nice and small. So what we're going to do first, we're going to get all our vegetables cut. We're going to do zucchini and yellow squash because when we mix it with the barbecue sauce, it'll stretch it out, but also combine the flavors.
And so we have also a special guest
We do,
with us
yeah, we
today. Please introduce yourself.
I am the LA food critic. I'm 12 years old, and I'm trying to go to restaurants, get to critique them on their ambiance, service, like presentation,
and slice it thin.
And what's your name?
Leo.
Leo? And what we thought was a great tie-in is because they're starting with kids all the way up to adults. This is also someone who's starting very young who's his passion to be a food critic.
So how long have you been a food critic?
So I started like late July, this was last summer.
And you've already gotten a lot going.
Yeah.
He does. What did you say that one of your favorites so far has been?
Probably first watch down here. I do a critique every 1 to 2 weeks.
Nice.
That's a good pattern.
So what I thought is he'd come online and give his interpretation of what's going on, and then we're going to let him taste just like us.
That's a good plan.
All right, so Leia's going to come back with me. Keep shouting out on Facebook. See you in a minute, all right?
Talk to you soon. We're going to check back in what's going on.
These guys down here are working on the coleslaw, and so this group in the middle is working on the zucchini and yellow squash that's going to be mixed in with the filling, and then we got peppers and onions. That's good. And Nate's on the end cutting the onions that we'll use for everyone.
So basically, everybody gets set up with a station. They have their cutting board, they have a bowl, and they have their knife.
Yes.
And that's kind of where the day starts.
We try to do as much scratch cooking and baking as possible. The cooking helps them with their critical thinking skills, which a lot of times in school they don't get to exercise that.
So people online want to also know, is there a theme to certain nights if you come?
There's a calendar on the website that will tell you what the theme is.
And adults can come too, correct?
Yes,
you have
adults can come. The adults classes are on Wednesday nights.
So you get some guest chefs to come in here and teach them other things too.
Mm-hmm, yep.
So everybody now at this point is gloving up because they're going to be working with chicken.
All right, right here. The hand that holds the knife does not need the glove. Put the glove on the hand that's going to hold the chicken down. Okay, so what you're going to do with your chicken, once you get your chicken, you're going to slice it into strips and then into cubes.
So we've got all the vegetables cut. We have the chicken is now cut. We have onions that are caramelized, just about done. And the next thing up is going to be chicken being cooked.
That's right. All right, everybody have their chicken in the pan? What are in the white cups, guys? Salt. Is there any pepper at all?
Down here by Nate Keys.
Okay, so what you're going to do, we're going to do our usual salt and pepper. Hutton, how we do it? A little salt bake.
So now you're adding some of the barbecue sauce to the chicken after it's been salt and peppered. How does this compare, managing a kitchen, to looking at all these pans going down now with chicken being grilled instead of a restaurant kitchen?
You know, I guess it's pretty much the same. The only thing that's different is the age. So, you know, and even with the little people, sometimes we have to be more patient with them because they may come from households where they are not being exposed to many things. And then even like with tonight, cooking on gas versus cooking on electric.
Yep.
That could be a difference as well.
But now you're going to give them an amazing foundation and base that'll carry them through life eating well.
Yes, go ahead. That'll calm your heat down too.
And bringing pans 3.
Okay.
And I can imagine that you have some parents that have apprehension.
Oh yes, they do. And
Knives,
a lot of times,
fire,
the
pans.
parents leave. We encourage them. They can either stay or they can go.
Right.
Many of them leave because we're trusting them with knives.
Right.
And they're like, oh my God, I can't believe you. And you know, so sometimes their behavior is better when the parent's not here.
Yep. Now, what does a new student coming in need to have with them the first time they come?
Nothing. An open mind. Because we provide the aprons, we provide the cutting boards. They just have a good time and they have conversation and just, you know, talk about all kinds of things that matter to them. So how we doing, guys?
That chicken is smelling good, guys.
Good job.
And you're getting that nice color from that barbecue sauce.
Yes, ma'am. You know, my culinary inspiration was my grandmother, my father's mother, and she could not get me out of her kitchen. Typically, she liked to cook alone, you know, just in her own space.
Right.
She made all the bread and yeast rolls for the family, and most of the other cousins, she really didn't let them in the kitchen. But I kind of just pushed my way in there until she finally let me do it.
Let you do
and it's
stuff.
like now with these guys, I'm doing the same thing. I'm opening my arms and bringing them in with me, and we spend time together and we just talk, and this helps us to bring exposure to them. And I love it. I mean, this is what we've always wanted. I mean, our original avatar was moms because we wanted moms to make better meals for the kids.
Yep.
Well, the moms were like, we don't have time, but we'll send our kids.
And let them make the meals for us when they come back. You know, there's the new chore.
Right, yes. So now we ended up with about 90% of our audience, our avatar kids.
Oh, what do you got?
We've got a lot of intrigue for you right now, and they're asking, do you do parties?
Yes, we do. We do parties. Typically Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings. We do birthday parties for children during Sunday afternoons and Saturday afternoons, and then our adult parties we do in the evenings.
Nice.
So we do girls' night, guys' night, team building, all kinds of fun stuff.
So do you travel too?
Yes, we do, because our facility, our minimum is 5, but our maximum is 20. And then sometimes if we have a group that needs more, people at one time, we will travel to wherever they are.
All right, so basically the kids broke down everything from zucchini and squash and the mini peppers. We've had caramelized onions. Chicken's been diced up and cooked, and all of it's been done with ACIE's barbecue sauce, kind of somewhere in the mix. So you're going to have a kind of a street food taco with some slaws.
When y'all are ready to plate, you need to make sure you have everything close by, so you're not running back and forth to get stuff. You have the choice of either taking one, put it on top of the other one, or taking it, putting the ingredients here and folding it over. Okay, and then you got to put your slaw either on or on the side. That's your choice. All right, everybody have some? Give it a try.
No, Mary, you're holding it.
So, how do you want to lay these out on the plate for the judges?
Okay.
Okay, do it in taco style, you think? Okay. All right, so we'll do chicken in first. All right, we're going to do vegetables in. Now the slaw, we're going to put the slaw on the side or we're going to put it in?
Probably
inside. Okay, so we're going to do, you want caramelized onions in or on top? On top, okay.
All right.
Check that out. These are the top. This is the tasty plate they made. So it's got the chicken inside, the vegetables inside, it has the slaw inside, then they went with the garnish on top of the caramelized onions, and then they gave us a little bit of the barbecue sauce that AC made just to dip in case you wanted some extra sauce.
really good.
All right, so grab one. I'm going to take the ones with the extra caramelized onion and the sauce. All right, AC, this is for you. One big bite. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I really love the texture because you've got a soft, chewy tortilla, but then you've got the big crunch from the carrots and the slaw. The chicken's cooked well. It's still juicy. Tastes great. The vegetables have the excellent caramelization, so you're getting that little bit of sweetness. But that addition of the caramelized onions absolutely puts it over the top.
That's delicious.
Yes, and what's your take on it, Leo?
I really like just the balance of flavors. That there's a little bit of sweet, a little bit of salty. The barbecue gives it just a little bit of heat, and it's really good.
Yes, it is. And you know what we really enjoyed? I really loved how you incorporated the sauce throughout the entire dish. Yeah. It wasn't just one component. It wasn't just like they put it on top. It was literally infused throughout the entire process. It's fantastic. So what do we call this?
This is absolutely bona fide successful ambush.
Yes?
This is really good.
Successful. Hands down, out of the park.
But come on in. We're good, you guys. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
You guys did absolutely outstanding. I would cook with and eat with all of you anytime.
Yes.
I mean, you guys killed it.
Out of the park.
You're welcome. But thank you, Chef.
Yes, thank you. So where can they find you?
They can find us on our website, www.nowyou'recooking.com, and all social media is Now You're Cooking, or Now You're Cooking Kid, Now You're Cooking Culinary.
Woohoo! And Leo, where can they find you? Nice and loud.
On Instagram and Facebook at LA Food Critic.
Instagram, Facebook, on LA Food Critic, and of course...
you can find us through everything. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. That's the big one. Go to youtube.com/kitchenambush and hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be right there up front when we do all of our new videos. And then, of course, on Facebook, hit like and hit follow. Because if you hit follow, you'll get notified every time we have our videos going live. And I don't know how we're going to follow up this, but we're going to try.
And thank you to AC. We will see you in a few days, the Redneck Chef. And you are again?
Chef Dedra Blount.
And Debra Brabson. We are.
I'm LA Food Critic.
And we are Now You're Cooking. We adopted them.
And I'm Vanessa Lane.
And I'm Chef Mark Conway. And I'm so glad you joined us today. And we'll see you next time.
See you real soon. I'm going to eat.